Yo, what's going on, guys? It is VulQn here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a myth, gear, and deck setup video, an updated video. I did make a lot of drastic changes to my deck, specifically, which is why I want to make an updated video, and I'm going to remove the other one. So, yeah, we're going to hop right into the stats here. First, we have 8.7k health, which is insane health on a myth. The max I've seen is like 900, but they're sacrificing another stat that I'm going to show you a bit later. Which is the hat. They run the Dragoon hat, and I run the Mali hat, so I get a little bit less health, but in trade for some more resist. I have 115 damage, which is not a lot of damage, but like as a myth, when you're buffing yourself, blading yourself, bubbling, your damage is okay to be a little bit low, like mine. 59 resist across the board, really good resist. 105 flat, also really good. 28 accuracy, and the reason it's 28 accuracy and is not letting me base fizz spells is because I have a jewel socket on my pet that gives 6% accuracy. Pretty interesting. If I didn't have that, I would be able to base fizz spells like the shadow spells by like 3%. So that really does help me. And also my crit 406 is not the best, not the worst. My block 440 feels like nothing. Honestly, block is just so dumb. I don't even know what's happening with that. 38 pierce, which is really good. This damage with blades up in a bubble and infoul when my pet casts it, and then the 38 pierce is a really good combo. Does a lot of damage. 96 pips, and then 128 shads. And then my pip conversion is 31%, so it's basically nothing, but like it's a thing. It's a thing. All right, guys, so now we're gonna hop right into the gear. I'm gonna start off with the Malister hat, and the reason why I went the Malister hat instead of the Dragoon's hat is because I wanted to sacrifice the damage for the resist. As you can see, it gives 11 resist, but it gives like 16, about 16 less damage. I don't really know how much it actually gives, but yeah, it's about 16 less damage. And the reason why I did this was because if I didn't have the 11 resist, I would be at 48 resist, which I don't really like for blading myself and buffing myself like crazy. This is what the strategy really is. So I want it to be really tanky while I'm doing all that. And now I have the Dragoon's robe, the Dragoon's boots, and then the Dragoon's theme, which gives me the 3-piece set bonus, which is a must in PvP. You gotta have that. And then I have the Myth Executive wand, and then I have the Uber Myth amulet. This took me forever to get over at Quake Charmer. That guy just didn't want to drop it to me. I have the Duelist Daredevil ring, and then I have my pet Simba, which is a double infoul, and then what I was talking about earlier, the 6% accuracy jewel. Now this is really important because it makes me not base fizz by 3%, which is a lot. Honestly, for the shadow spells, that is a lot. 3% is a lot to fizz. So I don't want to fizzle those. However, once I get a 14% accuracy jewel on this instead of the 12, it'll only be a 1% chance, which, you know, I'm gonna have to be fine with that, and I'm gonna take out the myth shot for either another damage or a pierce, like an armor breaker, or a ward, something like that. Whatever I want, I'm gonna be a little flexible with that, and I'm gonna see what works. And then from a mount, I have the rock mount for the 3% pip chance, which makes me get to 96 instead of 93, which is really good. I haven't really pip failed that much. I've only pip failed one time out of about like 10 matches that I played so far with this. So yeah, and then I have the Duelist deck with the 10% pip jewel socketed. All right, guys. So now we're gonna go over the deck. So first of all, you gotta have the dispels in ice, fire, and storm. You know, the elemental schools are a little bit overpowered sometimes, especially ice and storm, dude. Like the damage output that they have is ridiculous. Even fire. That's why I just have all the elemental schools dispels, just in case. I have 5 stun blocks, gotta pull those. 2 Aegises for my 1 spirit blade, just in case I do go up against a storm. And even for these, I can just Aegis the blades, you know, so they can't really take it off. They would have to enfeeble me twice. I have 6 piercing chance in, max piercing chance. I have 2 sharpens, and then I have Mystic Colossus and King Artorias and Minotaur, which are my spells that are like really good for like utility wise because they take off the shield and then they hit. So like Artorias and Baba Yaga and like probably Mystic are gonna be my main hits here. You gotta have the Medusa just in case they don't stun block, but everybody stun blocks nowadays. The Gobbler, I have the Gobbler in here as a finisher. If I do pull it early on, I'll probably just discard it though, and I'll just probably one shot with, you know, King Artorias, Medusa. I'll follow up with this, or even the Tatzelworm, to be honest. I do have 2 King Artorias and 2 Baba Yagas here, as they are like my main hits. So I have 2 of those instead of 1. And I have 2 sharpened blades, and I have 6 blades, 6 myth blades. I have 1 scion as well, just in case. I have a lot of stun blocks up here, so I can keep on putting them on. And I have 2 shifts, just in case, obviously, overtime schools. And then I have, those are my other hits, and then I have the storm spell. I already spoke about that. And then I have 3 strikes. 3 strikes because I tried using 2, but the problem with that was that I was pulling them at wrong times, and I was just discarding them, and it was really bad, and I lost games because of it. So I have the extra one in here, just so I could cycle my deck a little bit more, if that makes sense. So I have 1 cloak down here. I have another sharp in here, so I can get 3 buffs with blades, and then I also have in my side deck I have more blades, and then I have 2 wand hits for minion killers, shield, take off a shield, whatever it is. I have max mythic fuels because mythic fuels are just nuts. I have the 1 occasional reshuffle. If I do pull it early, I'd keep it for a little bit. If I see that the match is gonna go on for a little while, I might keep it. If I see that it's not gonna go on, I'm versing like a storm, for example, I'll just discard it right away, or like a fire. Aggressive schools, I'll just discard it right away. And now for the side deck, you guys are gonna be like, wow, you don't have a lot of tower shields in your deck. You have no tower shields in here. You have no tower shields in your side. And that is because I have weaknesses down here. Weaknesses, I think, are really good because most people now have around, like, 38 to, like, 40 Pierce, 35 Pierce at the minimum, I think, unless you're Ice, at PvP. So that is then a minimum of, like, 20% on the shield, which is not a lot compared to the minus 30 that you could put on them, and they can't pierce through that. So that is really why I use that, to be honest. I have the extra Pierce Jewel in here, just in case. Pierce Enchant, sorry. And then I have the occasional Triage. I have all my bubbles. I have 2 Earthquakes in here, just in case Deaths want to get a little antsy against me, or Myths, honestly. I have 2 Myth Blades in here. The Oni No Gas, God Finisher. The God Finisher spell. I've used this many times. It's a great spell. I have 4 Red Illusionists in here, just in case I want to hit and take off a shield. I have the occasional Shatter, just in case, people are just spamming shields. I have the 1 Yellow Troll. I have the 1 Empower. This has saved me 1 of my games so far. And it's also really good, if you just draw this like early on and you just use it on yourself, give yourself 3 extra pips, it's really good. And also have the occasional Black Mantle just for emergencies. And then I have 3 Spirit Shields and 3 Elemental Shields. And then I already spoke about the weaknesses. So yeah, I'm a lot defensive on my side deck, but I also have a lot of, utility things like Shatter, Red Illusionist, the Finisher, Oni No Gas, of course. Pretty self-explanatory there. So yeah, that is going to be my myth gear and deck setup video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped you out. If it did, and you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate you guys leaving a like. And also, make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on so you guys know when I post another video. I'm going to have a fire gear and deck setup video coming as well tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace out.